Black people, the smart ones you're talking about, they can't even get into the average college because they're not smart enough. They need affirmative action. I did a story recently where black people could not pass the air traffic control test. So Jesse Jackson organization, according to the story, and the Black Air Traffic Control Union or something like that, they got together and got with the air traffic controllers and decided that they were going to let black people cheat on the air traffic controller test and then hold back the whites and the Asian and others who were smarter and more qualified because blacks were not smart enough to pass the test. And so now when you fly back home, there's a possibility you're going to be on a plane. There's some black pilot.
I don't like to fly.
So what? You don't fly?
I don't like to fly.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays. Because
this guy, where'd you get him from? This guy.
Because that
I like your humor. Your humor's good.
Can you see coming in for a landing down in front?
Oh, here we go. Everybody here's laughing. It's ridiculous.
Can you see coming in for a landing and you have this black air traffic controller, the pilot like, air traffic control, about to land. Which landing?
He didn't even get to the joke yet. It's funny.
Like, which landing?
Oh, goodness.
Land should I come in on, number 1 or number 2?
Is this going to be aired in Harvard or Princeton, you think, this
all
show?
over the world.
Oh, Lord. I was born at night, but not last night. Okay?
And so,
call the Panthers. Take care of him.
Wouldn't that be a mess? So if black people are so smart, why do they need affirmative action?
This is a white cup. Why didn't you give me a black cup?
Oh, next time I will.
Okay.
Why do they need affirmative action if they're so smart and they're the first on earth? They are
I
getting
don't
into
know.
these places
I can't
based on
answer any of
skin
those
color.
questions because I'm not into that area. I don't want to seem ignorant. So if I can't give you an intelligent answer, I'll have to pass.
Amazing. Let's talk about, so I started White History Month this month. It's the first time we ever had it. And the reason I started it.
You started?
Yes. July 1 to the whole month is White History Month. And the reason that I started it is because we have so-called Black History Month, we have Women History Month, we have Mexican History Month, we have Japanese History Month, we have Homosexual History Month, the whole month of June. We have something called Kwanzaa, even at Christmas time for black people. And I was thinking one day, we're losing that appreciation for white Americans because if there were no white folks, there would be no America. And we will all be stuck somewhere else. And so whenever they mention white history, it's in such a negative way, right? And it shows a lack of appreciation. And then white people are afraid to speak up for fear of being called racist. And so I thought, you know, we gotta show appreciation because we're losing America. And so I picked July because July just feel white. You know? It's like in the air, it's everywhere.
With all that heat, it feels white.
It just feels white. You can feel it in your bones.
I gotta get out of here.
And so it's, you know, like it's the 4th of July celebration, appreciation of the country. It's vacation times, a time to reflect. It's just white. And so I thought we would do July as White History Month.
When you went to school,
in Alabama?
Isn't that what you, no. All you saw was white history. That's all they've been doing.
No, I did not see white history. I saw American history.
You didn't see George Washington?
I did.
Were there any black presidents back then?
No.
Were there any black senators back then?
But it didn't matter.
Were there anybody?
Because like now it doesn't matter. It's the content of the person, character, not their color. That's what Martin Luther King talked about.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what color the person is. It's matter the type of person it is. You want a good person running the country.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so,
I agree with that.
So in my days, they didn't teach us all that mess. They taught us to appreciate the country, that we, you know, it's the greatest country on this side of heaven. They're good and bad at all races, all cultures. And we weren't taught all this until the Civil Rights Movement started. That's when all that.
Where did you go to school?
Down in Alabama. And I grew up on a plantation under the Jim Crow laws.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't drink at white people fountains. I had to drink at the colors. But yet we had love in our hearts for people and not hate.
Mm-hmm. Good. That's how it should be.
And so will you now celebrate White History Month with me, now that you know what it's about?
Any human being I would. Any righteous human being who's doing right. Yes.
So you do celebrate White History Month?
I already answered that, yes.
Oh, okay. That's
That's
really
fine.
nice, man.
That's fine.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. What happened to black people? Why are they so screwed up? And not all, but most. They're not smart. They don't create. They destroy.
What?
They are even destroying the football team, the NFL. Now, when you just screw up the football,
Watch out.
yeah, when you mess up football, you know you got some issues. Does that change black people in any way to know that they were first on earth? Why are they smart enough to show that they were first? Why are they allowing everybody else to outsmart them and outdo them?
The majority aren't taught anything about that. They don't talk about that in their families. They're the majority, but there are plenty of black folks who know something about their history, and there's some who know a lot about their history.
Well, they may know about the history, but they're not productive people. You don't really see them. They're not building a rocket ship to the moon, or they're not building nice neighborhood. They destroy neighborhood. Even when the white man gives them a nice neighborhood, they turn it into a ghetto. Like the fallen Messiah, Obama.
Okay.
They gave Obama a chance, the first black president, to be the president of the greatest country in the world. And what did he do?
Okay.
Turn it into a ghetto. How come if they're so smart and they're the first, why don't they create rather than destroy?
Well, going to another point you were talking about, why don't they create different things? They did create back in the day.
I'm talking about now, like over the last 1,150 years.
Let me finish my point, okay? Not only did they create things on Earth, but did you know that there are pyramids on Mars?
But we can't live in no pyramid. Are you saying they went up there and created
How'd
pyramids?
they get there?
How did they get there?
Look, not only are there pyramids on Mars, they have them put out in mathematical maps, and then they have a mountain that was carved with a man's face and looked like he had an Egyptian type garb on. Now, if you are a Martian and you're proud of your people, wouldn't you be making images of your people? Why make one of a humanoid?
But how did
You know, we don't
make
make pictures of Martians, so we know that there's a good possibility that the pyramids are from here, and so are the people.
Have you seen them?
I've seen Richard Hoagland, who was part of the space program, was showing them for a while, and then he was shut down. Richard Hoagland's a white fellow.
Oh, he is, and he was trying to prove that black people went to. You said
Not
the moon?
prove, but he was showing that
On Mars?
on Mars that there's pyramids and there's a human being's face on Mars.
So if this is true, I still want to know what's wrong with black people now. They don't act like they're the smartest. They don't perform as though they're the smartest or the first.
What are you talking about?
Why are they leading the way in morality and building?
Are you saying the majority now? You're saying the majority.
Right, majority of blacks are screwed up.
Okay.
Not all, but most. If they're so smart, why don't they act like it?
Are you know about suppression?
But you can't suppress a smart man, especially if he's the first on earth.
Mm-hmm.
That cannot be done. Why is it happening to them if they're the first on earth?
That is
so
not my
smart.
specialty. I could not tell you why.
But during the study, after this type of study, when you wonder, wow, if this is true, the first man that God made in his image was first on earth, what's wrong with him now that he's so defeated?
See, this is getting into politics. And
No, this is not politics. I just want to understand what happened to their smartness.
I'm a historian and I talk about the history.
Right, so what happened to their smartness?
I don't know.
And you don't wonder about that?
Of course.
And you haven't come up with an answer?
No, because that's not my thing.
So you're not writing and discovering in order to answer questions? You're just doing it just to be doing it?
Of course not.
Are you doing it to answer questions?
I'm doing it
Your
to
studies?
educate our people and to let them know what they did, they had a wonderful past, and what they did before, they can do it again.
But if they don't understand what went wrong, how can they do it again? They need to know why they are so low on the totem pole in order to overcome it, and you're not giving that answer.
That's not my area. That's like in a car. One man doesn't build the motor and the seats and the color, and they specialize. And that's what I've done. I specialized.
But information without solutions is no good. So it's not good enough to just have information without solution. Everybody got information.
I've got a solution.
What's that?
To how to get out of this, and that is to educate our children from this tall about our history, so that they are not in the frame of mind that I grew up with, that white is right and black is bad. Big lips, big noses are terrible. What? Then why is it then that the whites jump out with the first piece, not whites, but some white folks want to get tans all the time? Why do they want to look like us if they don't want to be like us? Okay, what did
I don't think they want to look like the blacks. They just want a nice tan, but they don't want to be
nice
that
tan?
black.
Why?
Because you can't see them, the skin too well.
Right, and then they have blacks who like to put Noxzema and different things on their skin to get lighter. So it's both ways.
You believe there's such a thing as white supremacy?
What?
Do you believe there's such a thing as white supremacy?
Of course I do.
Where's the proof of it?
What's the proof of it?
Yes.
Now we'll get into politics again.
But this is not politics. This is about dealing with people's lives and stuff.
I don't get into that.
But where's the proof of white supremacy? You made the statement just now. Where's the proof of it?
Yeah, well, open your eyes and look. Look at the world.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
No.
Oh, good. You're happier than I am.
I'm happier than you?
Yes.
And what do you mean by that?
Because I see it every day.
And give me one example of it.
The Klan.
The clans?
The clans. Ku Klux Klan.
But that just was this angry, hateful group of people who are mad. Like Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is a black, radical, evil, agitative organization that was founded by a bunch of black lesbians and black homosexuals and radical white social justice warriors. And
Are you against them?
They're worse than the Klan. So
are you against the lesbians and the homosexuals?
I'm against the radical ones. There are some people who are stuck in the lifestyle and they don't want to be there. They just don't know how to overcome. But I'm against the radical ones who are trying to indoctrinate. You support homosexuality?
Any human being can be whatever they want to be.
And so are you saying that homosexuality is all right? It's fine?
As long as they do whatever they want to do and don't harm anyone else.
But they're harming themselves.
Well, it's a matter of opinion.
You think they were created by God to be a homosexual?
Do I think that?
Yes.
I have no idea.
You said that there's no such thing as race. And where's your proof of that? What do you mean by that?
Proof of that?
Yes.
What is race?
The human beings.
Okay, so
what's your proof that there's no such thing as race?
I didn't come up with it. I copied it when I heard it, and I looked and studied about it. And I said, that makes sense, because everyone comes, and the scientists have shown this now. Majority of scientists will tell you that everyone came from Africa. And the only reason we are different colors is because of environment. So there's only one race, and that is a human race. There's not different
I see
people.
what you're saying.
Yeah, yes.
So you're saying that since the black man was the first man on earth, everybody else came from them. So everybody is black in reality, and so there's only one race, and that's the human race.
The human race.
Who happen to be black.
Exactly.
And so do you believe in racism?
Of course, there's white racism and black racism.
But if there's no such thing as race, if no such thing as race, how can there be racism?
You're playing with words now.
You are?
You're playing with words.
How am I playing with words? That's a good question, man.
And we are getting away from what I thought I was coming here for, and that was to talk about black history.
But this is about that.
You're getting me into politics. You're getting me into those different things, and
I know, but this came from you. You said there's no such thing.
There's no such thing as race.
As race.
That's right.
But yet you believe racism exists. I'm confused by that.
Okay, well, let's say prejudice exists. if
But
you
not
don't like that
racism,
word. Prejudice exists.
right? But not racism.
Prejudice exists.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But not racism.
I call it prejudice, which
Okay.
is the same thing as racism, is it?
No.
Is it not?
Uh-uh.
Well, what's your definition?
Define prejudice for me. Maybe I don't know what
No, I
you
want
mean.
you to define
No,
it,
you're the
so you'll do
professor.
it.
You're the expert.
Go ahead.
Define.
I asked you.
Define
you can go.
prejudice.
It's your show. You go first.
I personally, I know that racism does not exist and has never existed, and that it's a made-up lie by the children of the lie in order to divide and conquer.
Okay.
So I know that.
You sold me on that last part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you believe the last part, you got to believe the first part of it too.
Okay. Well, you're teaching
Do
me.
you believe that?
You're teaching me.
Do you accept that?
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah. It's food for thought, huh? Yeah.